The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
2nd and 5. Gun. They'll look to throw. And Reed with it over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And
they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Here we go now. Boom,
They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
Let's go. Blue line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. So a first-quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them, maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. From the shotgun, here's Kaya. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Again, Kaya throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And this is going to be incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the 1st quarter. 0-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Back to throw here. Caught on the right side. Reed. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Kaya off play action. Over the middle, complete. That's Hines. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a first down throw for Kaya. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play caller Because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Here's Kaya now on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Cowboys have recovered.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so, because you've tried to run the ball, and really it doesn't matter who got the ball in the play because there was no space to go. So
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have the highlights of this first half, but he won't have touchdowns because we haven't had any to this point.
But there's still time, though, partner.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
On second down, here's Kaya. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Here's Kaya. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Here we go. Green.
Back to the air. Kaya on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing on third down, Kaya. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. To the air again, Kaya. Pass incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Throwing again is Kaya. It fights him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Kaya from the 50. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw now on first down. And this one's incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength. And he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So the offense lining up first and 10. They'll set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front as we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both the Cowboys and the Bears haven't figured out yet how they're going to move the ball through the air. The defenses on both sides have kept points off the board, and it will be interesting to see if they can keep that up. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Later on the drive, Russell's going to push his way to the QB here. This will go for a loss of 7. Bears have the football midway through the second. The pass and catch would lead to a fumble. This one ends up as a loss of 6. Offense out now after the fumble. Offensive line won't be able to hold up here. This one ends up as a loss of 6. So that's it for us. We'll go back now to Arlington for the start of the second half.
Okay, Larry, thank you. Just a lone field goal in that first half. Will the offenses show up? That's now the question. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A second quarter score, meanwhile, down in Arizona. The Broncos have taken the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They've been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
To throw on second down is Kaya. He's got the connection left side to Brown. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll fake the give. Now Kaya. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 18 yards there and a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. A shotgun snap for Kaya. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Bears on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be third and 13. Now a play fake, and it's Kaya. Pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Taking it about the 16. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll go option to the short side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Hang on now. Green 39.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a second down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
Here we go. Green 39.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now back to throw. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll look to throw. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and all of a sudden here it's third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To the short side left, and holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be third down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield. They run a draw here on second down. And he will fight his way into the end
end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They go play action here on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Now Kaya, he'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now it's Kaya. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. And Kaya unable to escape.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Gun, Kaya. He finds an opening past the 40. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Bears on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. off play action. And he's got some space here. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. 2nd down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And checking that NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter down in Arizona. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. So they settled for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down.
Let's go. Green 39. Green.
From the shotgun, here's Kaya. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 15.
Let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Now Kaya to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He finds Brown, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 22 yards on the pickup there. And the Bears are going to get a first. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st and 10, Kaya. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Fresh set of downs here. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. So after the mistake by the offense, it cost them 5 yards. And now 1st and 15. Back to throw, Kaya. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he slides to avoid the hit. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be a 2nd down. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Throwing is Kaya. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Bears on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Kaya. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Kaya. It's caught by Brown. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now Kaya on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And out of bounds right around the 20. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Throwing again is Kaya. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. The Bears on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Kaya looking to throw once more. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Bears moving hastily into hurry-up offense. Desperation time for Kaya on 4th. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Point after try forthcoming. And that'll make it 13-7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments, but just that quiet confidence. If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. The Cowboys on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Dallas, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll have a tough one at home next week.